Welcome back, folks. The region playoffs are here for Class 3A in Iowa, and the Bishop Heelan Crusaders, they enter the postseason as the second seed in their region. But make no mistake, 7th-seeded Sioux Center, they can hang with anyone in the bracket. So, first-round matchup taking place at O'Gorman Fieldhouse here. We'll pick up final seconds of the third quarter. Matt Knoll splits the double, then gets the contested lay-in to go as the buzzer sounds. Crusaders up 11 going into the fourth. 30 seconds left in regulation. Heelan up 5, but the inbound's botched. Kale Van Beek chases it down, heads for the rack, and now it's a three-point ball game. Crusaders looking to put it away. Sean Schaefer dumps it off to Kason Thomas, who kisses it off the glass, and Heelan's back up 5. Warriors respond, though. Van Beek drives, kicks to Carson Brune right here, and the big fella finds Twine. One last chance for Sioux Center here, down 3, 1 second left. They get it to Luke Dykeshorn. Dykeshorn heaves, but it's no good, and Bishop Heelan survives a thriller, 57-54. That means the winner of SBL and Storm Lake, they get Heelan. We'll pick things up first quarter. Warriors get it to Scott Dixon, who drives left, steps back, and hits the fadeaway jumper to put SBL up by 6. Cameron Boyd with it now for Storm Lake. Jab steps, jabs again, goes the opposite direction, and buries the mid-range J. Tell you what, love the ball movement here. SBL whips it from corner all the way around to Isaiah Jarvik, who steps into one and drills from downtown to increase the Warrior lead. Closing seconds of the first half, SBL out on the break. Gavin Arndt rises up, and like my application to Harvard, he is rejected by Jaden Kuhn. However, SBL would end up getting the last laugh as they win 68-64.